Hello beautiful earthlings, welcome to my channel. This video is dedicated to creating a bamboo stand to provide support for tomato plants. Now tomato plants always need support. This is not my kitchen garden, this is another empty space that I have which I have dedicated to grow some vegetables because it gets good amount of light. So what you need is some bamboos, you need a string like this, and you need some kind of grow bags or containers or buckets, whatever you can arrange to create the stand. Now this was actually a bit towards the wall, so I shifted it and I brought it towards the center so that I can walk around like this when the tomatoes are ready. Tomatoes, when they spread a lot. And in my kitchen garden we had so many tomatoes that we had problem and trouble even plucking the tomatoes. There were so many in number. So four tomato plants or two tomato plants, if they get to spread properly, can give you so much harvest. These images are from my kitchen garden's harvest. And there are so many videos and photos like this that I'll keep sharing on this channel. So you subscribe this channel to get all of this wonderful content and all of these learnings. Also, if you are a veggie lover, you love to grow your vegetables and you want to learn how to do it by yourself, whether you have small space or a big space, doesn't matter. You just need to have the courage and the heart to do it, and you can achieve it all. So I basically started by gathering several bamboo poles of suitable height and thickness. Then I arranged them in a square shape like this and I secured them together at the top with the twine, a wire like this. As you can see, a plastic wire. When the tomatoes grow, we need to gently tie them to the bamboo structure using a soft plant tie or a strip of clothing. Now, this helps the plant to stay upright and this also promotes proper growth. I honestly spend a lot of time learning how to grow plants, but I think the foundation was made when I was a kid because I used to go to my grandmother's farms and I used to spend a lot of time, whole of my summer vacations. And if we used to go in the Shera or we would go in summer vacations, then I would watch everything that they would do, and it was definitely mesmerizing for me. And for tomatoes, we need a proper support system for several reasons because tomato plants can become heavy with fruit as they grow. And without this support, the weight of tomatoes can cause the branches to bend or break, leading to reduced yield and potential damage to the plant and all of your hard work as well. And as I just told you that they spread a lot, so they need proper air circulation around the plant, and then that reduces the risk of any other disease. And you can also put neem khali or other such preventive measures can be taken if you have enough space around it. Then the plant also needs sunlight exposure in all of the places, all of the areas. It's very crucial for the development of nutritious tomatoes. Of course, it's easy to harvest from a tomato plant that is properly tied up. A sturdy support system for tomato plants promotes healthy growth and better produce, better harvesting. The quality of the fruits or the vegetables also becomes good. You would be surprised to know that in some places tomato is actually considered to be a fruit. So I'm going to take you to my kitchen garden now, where you will be surprised to see how thick and dense just one tomato plant became, and it's a cherry tomato plant. It looks like a huge sycamore sort of a plant right now. Let me show you guys. Here are so many little green cherry tomatoes here and here. Actually, it's full of it. We would only be able to figure out how many tomatoes are in this plant behind us once the tomatoes start getting ripe and you can see the red color popping out. That would be the right time to figure out how many cherry tomatoes are actually there. But if I look at it right now while I'm sitting here and talking to you guys, I can see so many of them, and they are like so small also. See, this one is, these are so small. This is one more big ass bed of tomatoes, and it also has lots of unripe green tomatoes right now, which is really good for pickles or chutneys. And now our problem is that it has become so big that we cannot go to the other side to pluck the tomatoes. So we're gonna devise a way. Maybe we'll divide this bed into two halves or make a pathway, to walk in between. Tomatoes actually start bending down or they start falling and become weak if it rains. So you have to protect them from the rain, and in order to do that, you need to make these bamboo stands. I have also planted some lady fingers over here. So basically, these were seeds, and now you can see the saplings have come out and they look so beautiful and so amazing. And these are a couple of tomato plants. This one is already falling down because as the tomato plant starts growing, it will start bending down like this. So this I had to tie it to this pole, this bamboo pole. But later on, when I was not around, I don't know, it was done by a bird or it was done by my pet. I don't want to blame anyone, or it was my own mistake, the way I had tied it. But this one was broken. When I came there, it was broken. So this particular one had to be removed. Though I am still showing you this video, it can help someone else to see it actually works. And it works pretty well because I have grown many tomatoes like this, and we have bamboo stands or bamboo tables, as I call it, in my kitchen garden also. So you just have to tie them like that, give them support. It's very simple. The first time when I grew tomato, I had to use the seeds, and I was also gifted some seeds by a friend of mine. But the thing with tomato is that once you have a good harvest, especially if you have cherry tomatoes around, you would never have to buy seeds or plant saplings separately again, because the tomatoes drop their own seeds and the saplings automatically come out. You just have to keep shifting them to a better place, or you just have to move them around a bit, and that's it. The same seeds that you have grown in the past that had given you a harvest will also make sure that you have new saplings. Even here in this small space and also in the kitchen garden, we just did it once, and now we never have to buy tomato saplings or seeds ever again. So that's the beautiful thing about tomato plants. My favorite is tomato chutney, which is made on the Indian stone grinder, the silbatta as we call it. It has the best, most natural, tangy flavor, especially when you pluck fresh tomatoes from the farm or the garden. On this tangy and healthy note, I'll see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram. Thank you for becoming a subscriber and a Patreon.